Hello, you're welcome to the Cambodian Olympic channel. My name is Ken Gaddafi, and we are here to look at the SEA Games update for the 29th SEA Games coming up in Kuala Lumpur. And with me to discuss the draws that has just been recently made is Mr. Rod McGrath from Australia. Rod, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Ken. Nice to meet you as always.
Yes. Rod, the SEA Games is around the corner. We're just weeks away. We are in Malaysia. You've seen the atmosphere. You've seen the facilities. What's your expectation going into the SEA Games?
I think it will be very good. The Malaysian Basketball Association have spent a lot of time looking at their program, looking at their facility. The facility has been renovated, updated, both on the inside and the outside, and it's a program that should be very exciting. The way the draws are being set, and the whole atmosphere will be one with a stadium with about 3,000 people will be packed, I'd imagine, every day. So it will be a great basketball event that we're about to see coming very, very soon.
Yeah. A few days ago, we were at this venue and we saw the junior NBA training. Training program for coaches. What do you think about the facilities in place for the basketball event?
I think Malaysia has done a very good job. They've redone the floor for the facilities. They've taken out all the seats. They've put new seats into the facility. They've looked at every aspect of the stadium, which has been renovated on the inside and on the outside. So the stadium will be an excellent stadium for basketball, and the spectators are very close to the action, so the players themselves will hear the excitement of the crowd. So it will be a fantastic tournament.
Great. Well, you've heard it from Rod. He said it's going to be a fantastic tournament. Now, let's take a look at the draw for the men's basketball, in which definitely Cambodia will be there. Remember, Cambodia finished 6th in 2015 when they lost the 5th and 6th place match against Malaysia. And they will be coming back, looking forward to bettering their last position of finishing 6th. The expectation from the Cambodian camp definitely is to go ahead to get to the podium finish. Well, let's look at the draw. In the Group A, we have Philippines, Thailand, Malaysia, and Myanmar. While in Group B, we have Indonesia, Singapore, Cambodia, Vietnam, and Laos. Rod, let's look at Group A first. Philippines are perennial champions. They play in Thailand. They've defeated Thailand in the finals in 2015. You were there. We saw it. Host Malaysia is there. Myanmar is there. What's going to happen in Group A?
Well, Group A will be very interesting, but also very exciting. And I'm aware of most of the action with those teams. The Philippines teams will have the coach Chot Reyes back. Chot Reyes has been the national coach before that took the team to the World Championship, the Philippines. He has been pairing his team with players from each of the PBA squads, I understand, the Philippines Basketball Association Professional League. So his team will be well prepared. They are taking the tournament in a serious manner, and they will come up against Thailand, which always plays hard. Malaysia, being the home country, has put a lot of effort into their program, and they're about to visit New Zealand to play teams in New Zealand in preparation for the SEA Games. And the Myanmar team will be coached by a former Malaysian coach, national coach. So Myanmar will also be trying hard, but I expect this group will be the Philippines, Thailand, and Malaysia going at it. Malaysia needing to get in the top 2 to be able to move to the next round.
Yes, that's interesting. It's going to be a dicey one because definitely Malaysia wants to win. Not just win, but they want to finish the group and get into the medal zone. Obviously, they might not be able to contend with the Philippines, but the Philippines are coming with a cadet team. Do you see them really going ahead to retain the gold they won in 2015? I mean, they've always won the gold anyway.
Well, the Philippines will be well supported by their by their crowd that always follows them around in any country that they play. They have high expectations that their team will win. So the emphasis on the players will be, not to lose any game, and to play very hard. At the same time, Thailand nearly surprised the Philippines back in 2015 at the SEA Games, and Malaysia. Their goal is actually to get onto the podium. That's their goal, to win a medal. So they're aiming to be a podium finish at the end. So their expectations, if they don't make 1 or 2 in this group, they will be very disappointed. But if they don't, even if they don't, it will still be a great basketball series, semi-finals and finals with regards to the standard of the teams.
Good. Now let's look at Group B. Cambodia, Indonesia, Singapore, Laos, Vietnam. This is obviously a group we think that Cambodia should be able to do something. Of course, Indonesia, Singapore looks favourites. Rod, do you see any dark horse in that group?
Well, there is an opportunity for Cambodia or Vietnam, but I understand Cambodia has been preparing well for these games, and the basketball profile in Cambodia is rising, and the interest from overseas in relation to Cambodians living overseas that will be participating as well is they've been preparing quite well. Singapore, I'm aware of Singapore's coach is an Australian coach. He used to coach the Singapore Slingers NBL professional team that played in the Australian League. And the Indonesians, I've seen them train, I've seen them play games. They have an Indonesian man that is the coach of their team. They've been very serious. They went to the USA for 1 month, in end of May, June for training. So their expectations are that they will be up there as well, trying to make the next round. But it could be an opportunity for Cambodia. The good thing about this group is that, unlike the other group, which has 4 teams, this group has 5 teams. So that means we get to see Cambodia play 4 times.
Yes, exactly.
So if they were in the other group with only 4, they would only play 3 times. So this time they have 4 times. They have a real chance. If they can get over Vietnam, Laos. So the opportunities in this group are very interesting for Cambodia. As I've said, overcoming Vietnam and Laos. And then it's a matter of trying to get Singapore or Indonesia on a bad day, and it could be more Singapore than Indonesia if Cambodia can really, I think, get stuck into them very early in the game, and so that it upsets their rhythm. And there's a possibility that Cambodia could be the surprise package.
There's a possibility for Cambodia to be a surprise package. Yes, we've heard it from Rod McGrath, and he said that Cambodia has a good chance to be the dark horse in the men's basketball event. Well, as you always know in my show, I always want to put my guests to task in giving his predictions. Yes, Rod, we have seen the fixtures, and you have already given us a very good analysis of both groups. But it's time to stake your neck. Group A, Philippines, Thailand, Malaysia, Myanmar. Group B, Indonesia, Singapore, Cambodia, Vietnam, and Laos. Now, the draw this time around is not like the usual, when even if you lose out in the group stage, you can still go ahead to play for the placing. And now it's top 2 goes to the semi-finals, and the winners progress to the finals. So now, looking at the draws, what's your prediction for the top 2 in Group A and the top 2 in Group B?
Okay, with Group A, Philippines, Thailand, Malaysia and Myanmar in that group. I don't expect Myanmar to win any of their games, which is not necessarily unfortunate for Myanmar, but it's just a matter of that they have 3 other top teams in that group. Philippines, I expect, should go through undefeated in that round. Then will be between Thailand and Malaysia. It will be exceptionally close. Malaysia, one would think, would definitely have the home crowd support, but Thailand are very strong normally in basketball across the region. But it will be either Thailand or Malaysia in that second spot.
Good. Okay, and Group B?
With Group B, the interesting group for Cambodia. Now, this is the interesting one for Cambodia. Cambodia could be the dark horse. It depends on how the draw is done. They have Laos and Vietnam that they have an opportunity to overcome. If they do that, then it's a matter of whether they can knock off one of the other two. It depends on how that draw is actually done, which has not yet been revealed. If
the fixtures.
The fixtures. If they have Laos, Vietnam early and they can play them and get over them, then it gives a lot of confidence into the last game or last two games, depending on how the draw is. But they could play Indonesia or Singapore first up in the round, and sometimes you can overcome a stronger team first up who's not expecting the fight from a team such as Cambodia. So Cambodia's a dark horse. But I expect that the spots for 1, 2 and 3 will be between Indonesia, Singapore and Cambodia. Cambodia could overcome a team such as like Singapore. That could be a real bonus. Singapore do have players that play in the ABL. Indonesia is not in the ABL this year, but they have a very good bunch of players. It will be tight, but Cambodia has great possibility to be that dark horse. And let's see how the draw goes in relation to the fixtures coming up. But it would be great if Cambodia could be that fantastic dark horse that comes through.
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, Rod is still not very, very forthright with his predictions. He's still putting it on probability. We still have some weeks ahead before the fixtures will be revealed, and then we will be able to see the strength of the respective teams. But on paper, he's definitely giving it to Philippines and Thailand and Indonesia and Singapore and obviously Cambodia. Yes, you've had it all from Rod McGrath. He's a very, very versatile, enthusiastic basketball pundit, and he has already given it to Philippines, Thailand, and Malaysia. Among those three, the top two will come out from Group A, and in Group B, he's looking at Cambodia as a possible dark horse to battle for the top spot with Indonesia and Singapore. Well, the games will be coming up a few weeks from now, and over the course of this preparation for the Southeast Asian Games, I will be in touch with Rod, and he will be giving us his updates and his thoughts about the basketball event in the 29th Southeast Asian Games. Well, for viewers in Cambodia who wants to come to cheer the Cambodian team, especially the basketball team, you have a chance to win free tickets to the game. All you need to do is log on to the NOCC newly developed website, www.nocc.org.kh. You see it below the screen there, and you stand a chance to win yourself a return ticket to the games and to see any of the games. At the moment, we still are waiting for the fixtures, and hopefully when the fixtures are finally out, we'll be back to give you updates on the proceedings leading to the Southeast Asian Games. Well, Rod, thank you very much for being part of the program. Last word for the fans.
I'm looking forward to seeing Cambodia play in this tournament. I understand that the team has progressed from the 2015 team that went to the Singapore SEA Games, and it will be a great event for all Cambodian fans watching basketball and all basketball fans in general. So it will be a wonderful tournament here in Malaysia.
I'm looking forward to seeing you during the games.
Thank you very much for having this opportunity to speak to you and to the fans in Cambodia.
Thank you very much. Well, that has been all we've got time for on this show on the Cambodian Olympic channel. Stay tuned and continue to follow us for the updates. Bye for now.